Wow. I didn't think there's any way this game would work on a modern day PC. Dr. Poopy Butthole. Oh no, we can't be Dr. Poopy Butthole. We have to be Dr. Poopy Butthole. This is the House MD PC game. Most of you probably don't know, but I watched House as a kid with my mom, and today's Mother's Day, so this is very fitting. But recently I got back into House MD again, and I've pretty much watched through the entire show again. And come to find out, there is a game for the show. This seems like a perfect fit for me, so I'm going to go ahead and play House MD, the video game. Well, that's all for Malaysia. Join me, Henry Richter, next week on Globetrotting, the show that proves that age is just a state of mind. Okay. Is this just a visual novel game? Well, that was a good show, right, guys? This is the signature intro scene of a episode of House MD. If you have never watched the show before, you won't understand that, but all of you who have will. Whoa! When did it get so chilly out here? Mr. Richter, it's almost 100 degrees. Quit clowning around. I'm freezing. Uh-oh. Mr. Richter, you okay? Yeah, dies. But he's not actually dead. There was a spider. Oh, that has to be something that deals with this. Dude, you getting this? Emmy time. Oh no. Here we go. We have Dr. House with our patient. Dr. House, what's wrong with me? That's what I'm here trying to figure out. By the way, I loved you in $1 Million Baby. I really need to read it in a House mannerism. I really should have watched an episode before playing this to get me really in the mood. Examine the patient carefully and look for any signs of illness. It's lupus. This guy's got a bulge. He's packing. Select an area to examine by clicking on the patient. Use tools at your disposal to find all symptoms. 0 symptoms found. Ooh, hello, nice knees. Let's look at your cock, sir. Yes, I see that there is an exclamation point here. Very helpful that his symptom is having a big exclamation point on his leg. Hold to find symptoms. I'm trying to find a fucking symptom here. He has a forehead symptom. Okay, need a glove. Is there a button I press? Oh, wait. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Looks like we're green. I gotta hit enter? I don't know what to do. Oh. You just hold until it fills. What did I found? Oh, fever. What did I found, by the way? That's not correct grammar. How about your chest? Oh, nice nipples, dude. Alright, let's check and see what this is. Gotta hold click to find out. Very difficult. Tick bites. I saw a spider. Okay. I need to finger him. Perhaps a change of subject. What, were we even talking? On location. And what were you doing right before the shoot? Telling Malaysian kids to get off your damn lawn? That's so House. If you've watched House MD, that is so House MD. I was at the hotel going over my script. Okay, recent diet? What have you eaten recently? Aside from prunes, which I'm guessing is a given. Guessing that's an old man joke, Dr. House. I practically lived off a Bai Hoon noodles. Why not straight Hoon noodles? In veggies when I was in Malaysia. Okay. Apparently that's what we were looking for. I need to stethoscope your nipple. Wheezy cough. Wheezy F baby, and the F is for front door. Sudden collapse. I'm guessing that's what we're supposed to talk about. Where were you when you collapsed? And don't say Florida, because I despise cliches. I was in Malaysia. Why? Yeah, House. Why would you... Oh, never mind. Shooting an episode of my Emmy award-winning show, Globetrotting. Okay. Maybe I should have asked him about his pooping. That might have got a more interesting answer. Instead, I got the right thing right away. Do you have any children? Are they as wrinkly as you? 2 children. Why? Would you like to see pictures of my grandkids? Ah. Probably Malaysia. While you were in Malaysia, did you perhaps catch any of those trendy exotic diseases the kids are talking all about? Once about 23 years ago, I caught malaria, but nothing since. Dude has malaria. Oh, someone's taking pictures of us. It's hyper realistic guy in the window. Watch how I throw this reporter off your scent. What are you going to do, Dr. House? With that evil grin. Hey, who cares if Henry Richter's a gay, Taliban supporting, witchcraft endorsing meth addict? Not me. Oh, gasp. That ought to give them something to write about. That's so Dr. House. A 71-year-old TV host is filming an episode of his show at a Malaysian temple when he falls unconscious. This is when he's with his team. Yes, we have Tob, 13, and Foreman. This game must have came out in season, what, 3, 4? It's not the original cast, that's for sure. Whoa, wait, this is Henry Richter, the host of Globetrotting. Isn't that the show where the old guy investigates Mayan temples? In other words, the ancient relic explores ancient relics. Find the possible diagnosis that matches the word appearing on the whiteboard. Click the word to suggest that diagnosis. Oh boy. I'm not a doctor. How do I know what one... Oh, RS. Tuberculosis. I'm such a doctor. And the guy who hates fame-hungry celebs went out of his way to pick this guy. Why? It's clearly tuberculosis. It's clearly wrong. Old Man River does not have tuberculosis. Tuberculosis. He's already been tested for it. Disqualified. The third letter is I. Swine flu. What if I pick just like poison ivy? Will it fit? No. It's swine flu. Oh wait, no, it's not. Definitely not. It's got to be avian flu. Almost every letter was there. Avian flu explains the coughing, the flu, and the chest pains, and he hasn't been tested for that. However, avian flu comes from sustained contact with birds, and Parchment Face has not been around birds recently, so it is disqualified. This isn't much of a game and more of a read. I'd rather just be watching an episode of House right now. L is the third letter. Malanaise. Malaria. Duh. That one was flying around really fast. Malaria? How has he not been tested for that? Methos blah blah is a seasoned world traveler who hasn't been vaccinated for malaria. However, malaria explains the fever, malaise in myalgia, but nothing else. Next. One, dental cancer. Nope, wasn't that one. Jeez. They actually do put a lot of words that look similar. Dengue fever is common in the rainy season in Malaysia. Yes, but dengue explains very few of Benjamin Button's symptoms. Also, it's usually a self-limited viral infection. What's the Malaysian word for next? This is like the advanced reading test of advanced reading. There's a lot of big words. This is really testing my ability. A Y as a second letter. Thyroid fever. Thyroid fever. No central nervous system issues like confusion or psychosis, which is a shame, because a psychotic old man would be really entertaining right now. Wow, we are really gonna guess a lot of fucking things, aren't we? Okay, big word here. Really big word. Second word has an A. No, definitely wasn't that. And an M. And an E. Dude. Peninsular manifucky shitty. Penicillium marnefi. He's in Malaysia. He's been bitten by bamboo rats. His immune system is already compromised by his advanced age. It could have lowered his resistance. Oh, we don't have to guess anything anymore, at least. Wow. I have no witty comeback for that one. Looks like Tob excavated a winner. Tob, do a lung biopsy to test for Penicillium marnefilum. D-, says freaking Cuddy. That's your best effort? Get out of here. I'll finish this up myself. Cuddy's pissed. That was the game? That was our first chapter? How are we supposed to do much better? I find it very strange that Henry was just in Malaysia, a Whitman sampler of diseases, yet he wasn't vaccinated for malaria or thyroid fever. Something stinks here. And it isn't just Henry's colostomy bag, his shit bag. Foreman, 13. Do a tox screen and test for malaria, typhoid, and any other diseases you can catch in countries where goats are a unit of currency. Ooh, I get to play the game again. Follow procedures for drawing blood. It's a great idea. I wish I knew the procedure. No, I probably gotta clean. I gotta tighten. I gotta tap his shit. How do I insert? Okay. Did I get it? I must have got it. Allow the vial to fill completely, then remove a vial by clicking on it. There isn't much to the game part of this game. I wonder how many copies of this game even sold. Remove the butterfly needle. Affix the thingy by freaking putting a band-aid on it. You're a big boy now. See? No big deal. Look how happy he is. You got that right. I was bitten by a cobra once. That was a big deal. Thing had more venom than my first wife. Ha! Can I help you, House? Says Cuddy. You can help me with the giant package in the corner of the room. What's in it? I'm afraid that's none of your business. Now how can I help you? I need your permission to do a biopsy. Okay, what kind of biopsy? A biopsy on the giant package in the corner of the room. I want to take a sample from it and find out what's inside, because you won't tell me. Typical House antics. Goodbye, House. Wait! What did you come in here for anyway? A patient in the clinic, a UPS guy, threw out his back carrying this giant package to your office. When I asked him what was inside, he... What did he say, House? He marveled at the array of sex toys that I'm going to tell everyone is in the package. Unless you tell me what's in the package. Will you get out of here? It's a part of the game. The game, in quotation marks, we're going to call it. This is a read. This is a fucking book disguised as a game. So what is it that you're all doing here? We're just going to... This is Dr. Chase. Handsome man. Wait, before we go any further, can I just say, I grew up watching your show. I caught it every day. I wish I could talk in Australian. I would. This guy has an Australian accent. Why, thank you. How touching. As I was saying, we're just going to perform a lung biopsy to test for that. Just take a deep breath, relax, you know, like in that episode of Globetrotting with the Burmese python. You saw that episode? Saw it, I memorized the whole thing, now relax. Your performance has been shaky as of late. You are effectively on probation for now until your performance improves. What the fuck am I doing wrong, Cuddy? Do I need to read faster? You will need to step up your efforts for this procedure. You've been taking too long to get things done. I don't know how we ended up in this dude's mouth. What else do I need? 7 out of 10. Dude, there's only 7 anomalies in this guy's mouth. I think they forgot the other 3. Where even am I? Am I in the dude's mouth or am I somewhere else? Oh, wow. I got it all. All anomalies in this area found. Let's move deeper into the lungs. Shit, we got more. Oh, no. Another 10? Nothing out of the ordinary. I'm a freaking ass hair off. What happened? You found 13 of 30 anomalies. That's not bad. Do you have anything to add to the team? These mistakes won't be tolerated. Okay, gotta restart. I found all of them. Are you happy? Yeah, look at House. He's happy. Hey, good work. Assuming you have really low standards. Ha. Typical House. That's so House. See, Henry, that wasn't so bad. Wasn't it fun? Now what? Now we send off the biopsy to the lab and we wait for the results. We're in the lab, Foreman and 13. That Henry's blood? Yep. We just did his tox screen. Ready for the CBC. You know what? You know, when I was a kid, I really wanted to be an astronaut. Really? One day I saw this show on TV about astronaut training where the guy was strapped into a centrifuge. I got nauseous just watching it. Let's focus. We've got a CBC to do, okay? Pukey McGee. Wow, I'm really engaged. Use the centrifuge to separate out the blood components on the sample for testing. Spin the centrifuge in a circular motion. Maintain optimum speed indicated by the green area on the RPM gauge to the left of the centrifuge. Oh, I have to do that by spiraling. Spinning my mouse. Okay. You know, most people go for mediocrity, but not you. Nice work. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. I didn't know you were watching me. You've been doing great lately. If you need a consult on anything, I'll be happy to help. I didn't know any better. I think Wilson was coming on to me. I'll lend you a helping hand while you do these lab procedures. That should help you get them done much faster. Open valves 1 and 4 to permit the blood sample and cyan reagent to flow into the system. Okay, 1 and 4. Make sure valves 9, 10, 11, and 12 are closed. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Make sure 7 and 8 are open. Spin motors A and B, keeping them in the RPM range. Okay. Close valves 7 and 8. Open valve 11. Idiot. Where's 11? There it is. Spin this. Do I need to keep these spinning? Okay. Open valve 11. Close valve 11. Open that. I don't even know what's going on. This is very complicated. Blood analysis complete. I'm so good. You know, most people go for mediocrity, but not you. Nice work. You did so well. Wilson came out to congratulate us again and say the exact same things again. You've been doing great lately. If you need a consult on anything, I'll be happy to help. Thanks, Wilson. Again. Sort each of the microbes in this sample by moving it to the designated petri dishes. Okay. What about the freaking peanut looking thing? Where's the peanuts? There's the peanuts. Peanuts. How about the starburst? The freaking green worms. I just need one more blue thing. Thank you, Foreman. I processed all the microbes. Did I get Wilson again? I did get Wilson again. Impressive. You sure you're not showing off? Wilson's so into me. You know, that's one thing I wish would have happened in House. Wilson in House should have kissed at some point, at least. CBC's negative for malaria. Oh well, back to the drawing board. Now we're all the way back to the drawing board. We have this lady. Are you Gwen Walton, producer of Globetrotting? Because I wrote this screenplay and you're got to read it. Is Henry okay? We think Henry has that thing, which he likely contracted in some third world germ factory like Malaysia or Detroit. Jesus, that can't be right. He can't have anything like that. Detroit just got thrown under the frickin' bus. Bad smell. How often does Henry change his clothes? Or is that just his natural scent? Do you think his condition might be hygiene related? Okay, that wasn't it. How about exotic pets? I think it was a spider. Did Henry ever buy an exotic pet while overseas? He's an old guy, so hopefully he didn't mistake an Asian kid as a pet. Jesus Christ. He once bought a cockatoo years ago. Why? Is that important? Diagnosis. Why are you so certain it isn't pen blah blah blah? Did you get one of those online PhDs? I just know Henry. He's probably got the flu. Okay. Follow-up question. Exotic diseases. Some exotic diseases could be ravaging Henry's body at this very moment. Isn't that cool? I mean, aren't you worried? He's had all sorts of exotic diseases before, but at this time, trust me, it's nothing like that. This lady poisoned her. Sex. Should we say sex or diarrhea? Sex and diarrhea both sound funny, so let's start with sex. When was Henry's last sexual encounter? And was it more like on Golden Pond or Cocoon? I don't know those references. How is that relevant? How about diarrhea? Hey, Lois! What? Diarrhea. The last time Henry had the flu, was diarrhea part of the equation? Was calculus part of the equation? He said he had some stuff coming out both ends. Do you really need to know this? Well, that wasn't as exciting as I thought it might be. Was there something you're not telling me? Something sexy? Look, I want Henry to be released from this hospital immediately. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm late for an appointment. Does Henry work around any respiratory irritants like silicone? What I mean is, are your breasts real? I'm telling you. I'm sure it's not a respiratory problem. Man, oh wait, that was the right thing. Salary, moods. Let's talk about salary. What's Henry's salary? You don't have to give me a figure. Just let me know if he makes more than Howie Mandel. That's none of your business. Before Henry went to Malaysia, why wasn't he vaccinated for common diseases like malaria or typhoid? Is he one of those guys who gets off on puking? Henry's got a strong immune system. What sort of chemicals do you use in the special effects on the show? And don't say Viagra, although I guess that does cause a special effect. No chemicals, just dry ice to stimulate fog at times. Or simulate. Where were you when Henry was in Malaysia? Please tell me you were moonlighting at a strip club. I was here in the Globetrotting production offices, going over the show's budget. Then you went to the strip club? I'm sorry. I do have an appointment. I don't understand how that was the correct answer or question to ask. House, we've been looking all over for you. And I've been looking all over for you. Well, no, I haven't. But I'm big on the one-upsmanship. Foreman, 13. This is Gwen. She's Henry's producer. Nice to meet you. And as I've said repeatedly, I must be going. Good luck with your appointment. Appointment. Yes, 13. Good point. What appointment is she talking about? Follow Gwen and find out the answer to that question. So there I was, cough, cough, in the Amazon, trying to make my way across a rope bridge. Directly below me, a family of hungry crocodiles snapping at my ankles, and then the rope bridge started to snap. Ooh, I know what happened next. Then Santa Claus took you to the magical kingdom of the ice cream, and you feasted on rainbows. Yes, that was a good episode. House, this guy's a legend. If by legend you mean big fat liar, then I agree. Let me tell you something, young man. His BP is climbing. Beep, beep. They should have all those crazy sound effects from the show. You okay? My chest. Well, it's not penicillin marnafeli because that doesn't make you look like anchovy pizza. I was going to say that. Lab results from the lung biopsy are negative. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. There's something he's not telling us. Go to his house. See what you can find. Toxin clues. The rock he used to kill Abel. I don't get it. So this is Henry Richter's house. Impressive. Yeah, just one more reason for Chase to idolize the guy. This is a whole ass episode I'm going through right here, right now. But instead of multiple actors having lines in scenes, it's me fucking reading a million things. Come on. When you were a kid, wasn't there anyone on TV you admired? Sure. And then I grew up. Now, can we just look around and get out of here? Look at 18 clues in Henry's house that may lead to a diagnosis for his condition. Well, how am I supposed to find anything? I don't think this mission is completely loading correctly. He's got one of those talking fish on the wall. Mounted fish samples, boots. A polar bear's head. Aren't polar bears a protected species? Oh, it's fedora. How could I have missed the fedora? Arrange the photos to create a bigger image. Just what is this photo of? You're kidding me. This isn't a Malaysian temple at all. It's a soundstage. Here in New Jersey. How could we have overlooked that? I knew it. No, you didn't. Okay, fine, I didn't. But see? This is why we don't have any heroes. There's an address on the back of this photo. Take this stuff back to house. I have to catch up with 13. I wonder if Foreman and 13 are in a relationship still in this episode. You have to do something. My stomach is killing me. Yeah, but with these liberal juries these days, your stomach will probably get off with just a light slap on the wrist. I think there's something inside of me. Like a gremlin? It's like I'm not in control of my own body. Well, to be fair, there's so much of a body to be in control of. Oh, wait, no, this is him. Well, to be fair, there's not much of a body to be in control of. Okay, Skeletor, let's check you out. Oh, now I gotta check out this lady. Will this ever end, or is this just like a never-ending thing? Ho 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 ho! Ayo! Yeah, let's stethoscope those breasts. Rapid heart rate. High blood pressure. When was the last time you had any sexual contact? And no, using a public toilet doesn't count. I guess it's been 4 or 5 weeks since I had sex. Did you use protection? Of course. Do you eat normal? Are you on a diet? You look like you're on an all-heroin diet. Well, I watch my weight, but I think I eat very healthy. Stomach cramps. She's got a shit. Regularity. Let's learn about her digestive system. How often do you go to the bathroom? And since you're a girly girl, do you poop rainbows? I hope so. Yuck. I try really hard not to use the bathroom. I go maybe once a week or something. Oh, dude, she's just not shitting. Take me through a whole day with Alyssa. What's breakfast? That'd be salad dressed with vinegar. Huh. How decadent and satisfying. What's for lunch? 2 small rice cakes. I don't suppose those rice cakes come on top of a T-bone steak, do they? And for dinner? Sugar-free Jell-O. What do you think, Dr. House? Can you cure me? Oh, sure. Oh, I can cure you. But we're going to have to make an appointment. For the OR? No. Starbucks. I prescribed 3 Danishes and a blueberry muffin. I'm sorry. You're severely anorexic, and you need to eat. Try one of those giant black and white cookies. Think of it as a humongous vitamin that's packed full of calories and isn't actually good for you. But, exactly, you don't have a butt. It's my medical opinion that you need more of a butt. Now get your non-existent butt out of here. And she goes flying off and drops candy wrappers. The same address that was on the photos we found. Wow, look at all this stuff. I think we're about to have... Oh, Foreman got hit in the head with a rock. About the highest production animation in this whole game. Hey, this rock is made of foam. Welcome to the magical world of showbiz, Foreman. I don't think any of these props are responsible for Henry's condition. Let's keep checking just to make sure. How silly is it that they didn't realize this show was filmed at a at a stage instead of a you know, I might have to go see Dr. House. I'm feeling funny again, but I think I just got allergies. But you never know. I'd like an official diagnosis. Wipe the bottom of the statue to clean it off. Yes. Made in New Jersey. I doubt that. What is made in New Jersey? If this statue's from Tibet, why does it say made in New Jersey? Probably because it's made in New Jersey? You're right. None of this stuff made Henry sick. It doesn't tell us anything. Except what a sham he was running. He hasn't been to a remote location in years. Amazon rainforest, pyramids of Giza, they all say made in New Jersey. Hey, look, there's Gwen. She's sneaking around. What are you doing here? This is private property. If you don't leave now, I'll have to have you arrested for trespassing. Really? Because what you're doing here may not get you arrested, but the press for sure would find it interesting. Fine, what do you want? Why are you faking Henry's exotic adventures on a soundstage? I don't know if you've noticed, but Henry's an old man. Henry has a high salary. Okay, that's good to know. The dude's loaded. We're gonna charge him more at the hospital? Why did we need to know that? Henry's age, isn't he an insurance risk? He is, which is yet another reason we stage the exotic locales. What is going to be the answer to this medical mystery is what I wonder. Thanks for your time. We promise not to divulge your secret. Unless it's medically relevant. Wait, what? What happened? I don't get it. I don't get the reference. What are you talking about, House? Okay, I'll say it. Henry has a new strain of AIDS that could only be found in Malaysia. I have AIDS? How? That is news. Why wasn't I told about this? When was he diagnosed with AIDS? It's not your fault, Foreman. If only Henry didn't go to Malaysia. Why? I was never in Malaysia. I made the whole thing up. I haven't been out of the U.S. in years. And cut, print, that's a wrap. House figured it out first. That's what he does. You're horrible, says Foreman. So, Henry, why'd you lie to us? And don't blame video games or rap music, because I'm pretty sure you don't even know what those things are. I'm not as active as I seem on TV. I can't jet around the world like I used to. Why fake your trip to Malaysia? The elderly are my core audience. If they knew how frail I was, I'd lose them. Is there anything else you've been lying about? Are you secretly a hot young woman? No, I really am an archaeologist and a seasoned world traveler. I just had to slow down a little. Well, if you slowed down any more, I don't want you to say you'd be dead, or I don't want to say you'd be dead, but you'd be dead-ish. And the ticks that carries babosis also carries Lyme disease, which is what Henry has. Let's make this a little easier. I'm sorry, did I say easier? I meant game show-like. Chase, make 2 columns, one for babosis and the other for Lyme. Man, we cannot figure out what this guy has, and I just want us to figure out what this guy has so I can stop playing this game. I've done more reading than I ever have wanted to do. Wow, that needle reminds me of some of the blow darts they have in Ecuadorian highlands. Guess I just have to wait for the skip thing to light up, because I can't pull this out. You've tested negative for babosis. We need to keep digging. For an old guy, you're a whiz at Photoshop. I'd swear those photos were real. But I guess his house is what we're looking for. Dude, there is more to this episode of the game than there is to the flippin' episode of House. They don't even go to this many places to check for conditions. By this point, House would have had his epiphany, and we know what is killing this guy. Ronald was mowing. He got the flu. Tried to fix the lawnmower, but didn't get the right tools. I was going to come back today, but now I'm not feeling so good. Again, sorry. Looks like Ronald's coming down with the same symptoms as Henry. Oh, Dr. House and Alyssa are together again. This just doesn't end. Like, I love House as much as the next guy, but I can't be expected to read a novel when I'm trying to play a game. It's the same shit, I think, in there. So you what was that word? So you interviewed that he's not a House, and could you be any more grass? That was called the dude a Oh my god. Oh my god. This game is annoying. I'm just waiting to skip. I mean, how hard is this? This is all I have to do for this minigame. And it's the same minigames over and over. There's nothing new. I've already played every flippin' minigame possible and gotten every freaking interaction. And we're doing the same shit again. What a shocking flippin' surprise, eh? Discover all ideas by removing them from House's brain. A new thing. Hit each idea 3 times to remove it. Discover all 10 ideas to unlock the epiphany. You gotta play freaking Pong in House's head. Not that... I don't know if you're supposed to be able to read the bottom part while playing this. Now we're going the wrong flipping way again. And we caught the idea, or the epiphany. The signature House epiphany. Panoma Talarmia. 13 just said that earlier. Of course, it all makes sense. Oh, of course, Henry has Talarmia. Now it's starting to make sense. It is. Enlighten me. Are you kidding? What would be fun in that? That's all, folks. Thank God. So Henry couldn't just be like any other old person and lay around in the binocular, or whatever the hell word, all day. He had to go find out and mow lawn and be active. So this is all his own fault. What are you talking about? Vampire Lestat. The bacteria released in the air which he breathes in. See? All Henry's fault. Very simple. Lawnmower. Ran over a rabbit. He sniffed it. The airborne Talarmia products burrow everywhere, spreading into his throat, lungs, and his heart. It was a complication of this. Henry will be okay as long as he gets immediate treatment. Start him on a combination of that and that. Which isn't going to say that it won't be doing other stupidity no business doing, like getting out of bed in the morning. Henry, what are you doing? Let me in. So you mean to tell us all this time your adventures have all taken place on a soundstage in suburban New Jersey? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Telling us now I got sick of lying to people. Time to come clean. Oh, House convinced him to come clean. What are you doing? Mr. Richter, let me in. This is whatever. We're going to Cuddy's. Globetrotting is now available for free play in the S... I got a B. Here's your next case. Guess what, Cuddy? Am I ready to begin? Absolutely not. Holy crap. I do not feel like Dr. Poopy Butthole. I feel like I got Poopy Buttholed playing this game. It took me an hour and a half, and I had to read almost the entire time or play one of the same mini games over and over again. Wow. It's crazy. It really makes sense why this game isn't heard of much at all. And I don't think it even ever released in the United States. I think it only released in the UK because apparently people in the UK like games like this. Wow, I'm done.